I am doing a video on resource management. Now, you've got Hearthstone mathematician. You've probably got every Hearthstone YouTuber under the sun when expansion time comes round, make a video on this. But recently I heard this awesome point from Olivia Sun Via, um, great philosophy and video essayist. I'm just gonna let it play.
Folks, the capitalist mindset tells us that we must constantly innovate towards a more efficient future. But when everyone is competing to be the next big thing, everyone cares about shock factor and forgets the value of repetition and deeply exploring the same ideas.
Okay, now we're ready. Class is in session. I'm going to teach you how to make the most of your resources in Hearthstone. Number one, arena. Now, this isn't insider trading. I know that I make a lot of arena videos. Now, I'm not trying to say if you watch these arena videos that I do, you'd learn something from it. You might do. But there's no bias here. There's no replication crisis that's going on. Okay, I'm not trying to make results for my own benefit. I swear. I have a notes page on my phone where I've tracked the arena over the years. And look, I'm very good at arena. I've spent a lot of time to get good at arena, but generally I haven't done it since 2022, kept track because I just knew I was generally making money. But when I did make note of it, in 2022 I made 4,000 gold from arena. Just straight profit. It's a fun game mode and it's the best way to get resources. But I appreciate that some don't like the risk of it. But I'm going to introduce you to some basic mathematics. It costs 150 gold for an entry into the arena. What can you spend your gold on, just generally in the game? Well, we can spend it on packs and the mini set every now and then. I'm going to leave the mini set out of this argument for the sake of it. But just say you can spend 100 gold on a pack. Well, you're guaranteed a pack for every arena. And if the only thing you can spend gold on is packs, then the arena only costs 50 gold? Because the packs cancel out. So, first and foremost, what happens if you get 0 wins? You might get 15 gold, couple of dusts. Okay, so then we're only risking 35 gold in an arena. And you're telling me you don't want to roll the dice and have some fun? If you don't think you can beat, you need 3 wins on average to make money from the arena. Because 3 wins gets you generally 50 gold, maybe 55 gold. And then you're plus 5 gold. If you can't commit to the risk that sometimes you might get 1 or 2, but sometimes you might get 8 to 10, and that can outweigh the losses, brother, why are we playing Hearthstone? It's a risk-orientated game. At least at the higher levels, you gotta be risky. What am I gonna play around? Is this the chance to go in? Oh, but he could have this, he could have that, he could have... Stop catastrophizing. Play the game. If you don't want to take those risks, you don't want to roll those dice, you don't deserve the arena of rewards. But I know that an average Skullholder viewer, hit the fucking bell by the way, the average Skullholder viewer, you like a bit of risk. And the arena is the best way. Now, this is my personal favourite advice, because it was something that I didn't do for a while. Never mass disenchant. Do not live paycheck to paycheck on dust. It's never that bad. Look, I sit here and I had a small loan of $1 million in Hearthstone. Alright. I started off free to play. I was free to play for the first year or two. And then eventually I did get 1 or 2 pre-orders. So I then had less necessity to live paycheck to paycheck. I wouldn't say I was crazy to start with. And then I started playing Arena and that filled in the gaps. So it was never, I would like to, I can't, I've got to disclose that I have obviously spent money on the game. But it's not crazy in comparison to what I have as a collection. Mass disenchanting is an easy way to disenchant things that get nerfed. Now, a nerf comes around. Oh, it's just a common, what's that? That's 50 dust back. Oh, that's okay, that's okay. No, bro. I have 9 of those still. I'm getting 9 times 50. I'm earning way more back. Oh, this random rare gold that I have just got nerfed. Bang. We're living life. We're going up. You can't plan for the future. You can't plan for in 4 sets time when sets that weren't in the game has been released. Sometimes you get a vibe. You're paycheck to paycheck. Look, I'm gonna let you can discharge some commons that are neutral. It's not that bad. You really want to play the game, you really want something, I'm not saying you have to do this exclusively every time, but it's gonna help. It's a 2-year plan. I know it's just crazy to say, but when the stuff rotates, it's 2023, 2021 stuff's out of standard, I can disenchant it. I personally disenchant all the extras because I know that I don't even play wild, but I just hate to see him go for a 1/4 of the price of the disenchant value, and then know that one day I might want them back. No, not for me. But that's the cross I bear. But then you're safe because like hardly anything gets nerfed in wild. But I genuinely attribute about 15k dust over the last couple of years from not mass disenchanting and kicking around loads of version of cards that eventually get nerfed. This one, number 3, is actually not quite. This is actually going to tell you how to get less resources. Like pound for factually less resources in hand, but maybe more resources in the future. That is, don't stress legend. If you can't make legend this month and you're thinking, if I just crafted this deck, the new cards have just come out. It's the 23rd of July, I think that was when this set recently came out. I hadn't hit legend beforehand. I rush and try craft loads of stuff so I can hit legend, and then dude, you get a pack for getting legend versus Diamond 5. Diamond 5, you can get lucky streaks to get up to, hopefully. I'm probably a pretty good player, so I'm not the best person to say, but like it's never a struggle. I would say get Diamond 5 because then you get the epic, and epics are hard to get, 1 in 10 packs. But don't stress hitting legend. It's gonna be like if you're not feeling the game but you want that extra pack, literally play arena. I've said it in tip number 1, but all that energy you're putting into ranked, once I've hit I'm all about the card collecting business. I love ranked and I'll play all these decks and stuff like that. But to get that going, I play a lot of arena and I love arena way more. But just don't stress legend. Someone out here is, I've got to get to legend so because of the rewards, and they're missing out on the Tavern Brawl, which is a pack anyway, because it's a bring your own deck. There's some guy out there doing that. So, yeah. Tip number 4: never do the heroic Brawlesium. Like, can't stress it enough. The people doing that are people that are very, very good at the game. I'm a guy, I normally get top 1, maybe top 2, top 1k legend most months. Done it since like 2020. Even I get my own head sometimes. I'm like, I'm going to bring a counter deck. All these guys playing this, you're going to play something pretty consistent if you're going in here. And I get my own head, and I'm a I'm a mentality based player. I'm a very, I'd like to say it's a fortress up here. And I'm getting flustered. Um, you're spending what, 1,500 gold? What am I gonna say? What am I gonna say? Oh, play fucking arena and just play 10 arenas, and on average, you're gonna make your gold back. We're circling around to the same points. Last tip. I don't see many people say this, and I think it's pretty good. I personally, now this is used in conjunction with the never disenchant. I buy gold packs up to the first 10. There is a pity timer exclusively for every pack you've ever opened. In the first 10, there will be a legendary, and this includes gold packs. Gold packs come in at 400 coins for a pack. You're guaranteed one in your first 10, so that's 4,000 gold. But the pity timer on a common pack is also 40 packs at 100 a pack, so that's also 4,000 gold. Therefore, it just makes sense to fuck around and get some gold packs, because you might get it in 3, and then it's gone. And what's that? Oh, I packed a legendary that got disenchanted. Well, now I've got 3,200 dust, because legendaries give you more for getting disenchanted versus regular cards. So ultimately, if you haven't bought 10 packs that are golden, well, at least 2 you get your legendary from every set that comes out, why did you spend it on regular packs? It doesn't make sense. The last one, you're gonna hate me. I've given all these tips on how to make the most of your collection, and I'm gonna say this: some things are a steal in this game, and one of those is the Tavern Pass. Yeah, boo me, but everyone's got a price, On Clash of Clans, when I used to play that, I was never buying anything from the store, but you give me 20% resources, 20% off the builder time? Book of Heroes to go with it? Yeah, I'll probably spend a £4 on that since I play Clash of Clans like 24 hours a fucking week, I might just mess around and spend £4 on something. Now, is the economy they set, and it's, it's bad. I live in England. I'm fortunate. I can spend £4 to enhance my enjoyment. And when I think that it's £17 for 4 months, and there's a calculator some guy does on Reddit, and it usually works out, it's not a bad deal to get the Tavern Pass just in the gold, let alone I think you get an extra legendary, you get an extra legendary. I mean, this time it was AFK, but I mean, that's AFK that you had, and then you didn't pack AFK from a pack, and then you got another legendary. It was actually good. It's a little side grade. It wasn't fantastic this time. But you get epics that are good, and obviously epics are 1 in 10. Epics are actually worth a lot, and people disregard that. Yeah, look, people aren't in positions where they can spend money on a game. But for me, 4 months of Hearthstone, £17. Whoa, how do I even divide that? I spend 17 hours a week on Hearthstone, let alone times that by 16 weeks. Probably spending less than 2p for every pound like that I'm playing the game, It's £17 I've still spent, and I have 4,000 gold on my account. I probably maybe don't buy the next Tavern Pass. Every now and then, fuck it. It's an illegal. It's like I'm giving a business lecture class, and I'm just saying, hey, sometimes it's okay to do a little money laundering, put a little bit of money in an account that you're not meant to, get that little tip on the side. But Tavern Pass does things to me. I think that's it. So there's 5 ways to get more money, but obviously there's a little bonus, spend some money, guys, thing. But I think if you put all of those into practice, Oh, something else I always see. Right, I'll pull it up. I'm literally just gonna go Reddit, Hearthstone, and we'll find one. Hold up, that's a massive banana. We're gonna take a second. This is where Reddit gets you. Yeah, yeah, it's a pretty big banana. Um, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Like this one. I accidentally bought a golden pack once and got Ranger Gilly out of it. I heard people say it's not that great. I'm thinking about disenchanting him, because I need a couple of other cards in this warrior deck. Is it worth the disenchant in your opinion? Dude, it's hardly those warrior cards. What does Gilly have? Gilly's warrior, right? Gilly, yeah, he's a warrior tourist. Next, we're like fucking 4 days away from an announcement for the next expansion. More cards are gonna come out, and there could be a warrior archetype. You know, like suddenly, Hunter has a really good synergy for the sandwich Rye Cleaver deck. Oh, but I disenchanted my Ranger Gilly. Just that's the card you got. Roll with the dice, and suddenly maybe that's getting disenchanted. You get 3.2 for it. Yeah, if you have a golden legendary, disenchant it when it rotates out of standard. But I mean, it's a Hunter Tourist. The Tourist cards aren't gonna go away. They are. Oh, don't even get me started on Tourist cards. They found a way to make dual class considerably more resource intensive. It's chef's kiss to the Blizzard department. It's a team of millionaires trying to get money out of you, not get you agitated. And I'll tell you what, they did a great job on getting Tourist through. Back in the day, pack a dual class epic, I can use it in both classes. Now, if I pack a dual class epic, or a epic that is a warrior, or is like a warrior card, but realistically it's awful in all warrior decks, but it's only good in Hunter. But now I've got to craft a Hunter legendary for 1.6k to get that dual class epic that I got in my deck. They pulled a fast one. No one's fucking saw it. But yeah, like don't disenchant this shit, man. Like, it will be good, and if it's not good, get it. Yeah. I remember I saw loads of people online when it was first announced saying Reno the Relicologist wouldn't be good because Mage would be awful as a Reno deck, and I was young into my Hearthstone career. I heard that and I was like, oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll just pick a legendary that's meant to be good then. I disenchanted my Reno that was gold, got 1.6k for it, you know, created a legendary. And you know what I needed a couple of months later when it was Reno Warrior, Reno Mage, but like Luna's Pocket Galaxy Mage was like popping off. Fucking needed a Reno the Relicologist, didn't I? So then I had to spend a 1.6k back on it. It's a free legendary if you disenchant it, but then you might just want that thing back. Hey, hopefully you've picked up some ideas from a guy that plays the game a lot, has a lot of resources in game. I would argue I've managed them really well and patiently. That's just, these are the things all these things I exactly do, except for Brawl Elysium. I'm not doing the Brawl Elysium new thing, alright? I'm like, yeah, look, sometimes I'm like, oh, I got this, you know, I'm like 200 ranked legend. Let me go into the Brawl Elysium. I come out like 4-3. What happened? Every time, man, just on that moment, it's like I'll play a deck and I'll be like, oh, it's good. It's got really good matchups across the board. There's like one motherfucker thing that just absolutely farms. It has like a 90% win rate against it, but like you'll see him 1 in every 40. I queue into the Brawl Elysium. Guess who my first fucking 3 games are? Anyway, maybe I reiterated points you already know. Maybe I explained them in a new way that made you understand them better. Maybe you think I'm a piece of shit whale that has spent money in the past and saying get a tavern pass. But I'll let you know, Blizzard is not paying me. Yeah, go on, give me a card release. Give me a card release. Alright, thank you very much for watching.